welcome to Make a Card with Christy. This is my first ever card making video, so I hope you'll bear with me. Today I'm going to be using this stamp from Hero Arts, and I'm going to be making a Missing You card. So let's get started. First of all, I have a piece of light blue basil cardstock. That's going to be our card base. I just folded it to a standard size card. It's 5.5 inches by 4 1/4, and we're going to make it open this way. Then I have a couple strips of paper here. This piece is from the My Mind's Eye Lime Twist Happy Go Lucky collection. This is a really pretty pack of papers. And we're going to be using this chevron stripe, and also I cut out this little speech bubble with a heart in it from this piece of paper here from this same collection. And I also have this little strip of cloud paper with a little bit of script on it. This is also from My Mind's Eye from their Good Day Sunshine collection. So I just thought that would be a pretty background. So first of all, we're going to start by stamping this Hero Arts stamp on a piece of cream colored basil cardstock. I'm going to use this London Fog Memento ink. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Sometimes I like to turn them over this way if you just feel like I can get better coverage that way. Okay, and I'm going to be using a Stamp-A-Majig the whole time for this, just because I want to be really sure how I get this placed, because I want to do it in a continuous line. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on there so that I can okay. Okay, I'm back after a little pause. I had to stop the camera for a while. I could not get that stamp to stamp cleanly. I tried switching cardstocks to paper tray inks rustic cream, ruined about a half a sheet of that before I finally tried switching inks. I tried this Colorbox fluid chalk ink in charcoal, and that seemed to give me a much better result, so that's what I went with. So now I'm adhering this stamped piece to the cloud panel. Normally I would have used my grid mat to align that, but I covered it with the blue paper to try to keep myself from going off camera, not thinking about the fact that I might need those lines. So anyway, it's my first card making video, so hopefully I'll learn from my mistakes and do a better job next time. But anyway, I hope you'll bear with me until then. So now I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back of this piece and then adhere that directly to the chevron stripe. I'm just using the peaks and valleys of the stripes here to make sure that I've got that centered. It's one of the things I love about bold patterns. They definitely help you keep things straight. So eventually this is going to go on our card front just like that. But first I want to add this little speech bubble here. And I'm just testing that out to make sure that that's where I want it to go. And it is. So now I'm checking to make sure that my sentiment is going to fit. This is a sentiment from a stamp set by WPlus9 Design Studio. These are high quality photopolymer stamps manufactured in the United States. They stamp really beautifully, just like Bon Bon or The Hero Arts clear stamps. It's definitely one of the benefits of the photopolymer, which I much prefer over just, the acrylic or silicone stamps. So I'm going to add some Tombow Mono dot runner adhesive to the back of this speech bubble. That's my go-to adhesive for like paper piecing or anytime I need adhesive on a small area like this. So I'm just going to center it between those two peaks and press that down. And then I'm going to take some tumbled glass distress ink from Ranger and stamp my sentiment right next to the speech bubble so that it says sending you love. So, and now I'm just going to adhere this panel to my card front using my Scotch ATG again. I know I overdo it sometimes on the adhesive. I just worry that, it'll come apart. So I know that this stuff holds really well and you don't need to use that much, but I don't know. Just obsessive compulsive, I guess, with the adhesive. So I'm just opening that up to make sure that it's facing the right direction before I adhere that to the card front. And then I can pull this up and trim off the excess. It's a little bit hard to cut through. That paper tray ink cardstock is nice and thick. I've never used it before. I ordered a pack and then, I don't know, like I didn't want to cut into it. It's like, what is nice, so nice and new, and I didn't want to open the package, but I finally broke down and opened it today, and wow, that stuff is really sturdy. I think I'll be ordering some more of that in the future. Now I'm just going to round the corners with the 1/2 inch setting on my We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder, corner chomper. And I was thinking, should I just round the 2? And then decided, no, I'm going to round all 4. So, okay, I had added some white faux stitching lines to the top and bottom with a white gel pen and then decided I didn't like it. So to cover that up, I cut 2 small strips of some just black basil cardstock. I wish I had had charcoal, but I didn't, so I thought the black would be close enough and would kind of frame the picture, which I think it does a nice job of. Once I get it adhered. And the adhesive I'm using for that is just the Tombow Mono multi-glue. I noticed a lot of crafters seem to really like this adhesive, and it works well. I do like it for really thin pieces like this. So I'm just going to line those up at the top and bottom. Make sure I have it on straight, and then I'll just trim off the excess. Those are my cutter bee scissors. I got those for Christmas from my husband over a year ago when I started paper crafting, and they still work like they're brand new. Love them. And this is the finished card. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.